Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So today I thought I would get on have a play with July's newsletter freebie from Tracie Fox Creative. So I did just watch a video last night of Tracie making the little, it's like a little ephemera pocket that you could stack up with goodies and post off to someone. And I just saw the pattern, absolutely loved it. So I thought I might get up today and have a play with this. So I should be doing other stuff, but yeah, when I saw it, I was like, ooh, that looks like fun. So it's 2 pages. Now, if you want the newsletter freebies, the best thing to do is go to Tracie's website, which is linked down below, and you must subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll automatically get her newsletter delivered to your email inbox each month, and there will be a link on that to the monthly freebie. So if you subscribe now, then you would get August freebie. So yes, just love it. So that's the first page, which I have printed out twice. And then this is the second page. Now, I know in Tracie's video what she did was backed the first page with the second page, which looked really cool. And then I thought what I might do, because the colours went so well, I thought I might back the first page with my avocado dyed paper. But now I'm thinking it might be, it's not the sturdiest paper, and for what I want to do, it might be best to make it sturdier. So I have some, they're pretty pink, but we might just have to go with it. I have these folders. I've got a few packets of them from the local salvage centre. They're not real thick card either, so these might be pretty good. I might just cut the back of one of these off and use that to back my little pocket onto, just to make it a little sturdier. That is my thought process, and I think that's going to work. So much for my avocado dyeing. But that's all right, we'll still use that piece anyway. So I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm just going to cut the back off of this first. So I'm just cutting the sides off so that I can remove the back of that folder. And then I can stick the piece that I want on top of it, just to back it. So I'm just cutting around the folio shape here. Doing a bit of a rough cut. I like to leave a bit of an edge around now when I'm backing things, just so if glue spills out, I don't rub it onto the digital, because if I try to rub the glue off of a digital, sometimes it takes the print off as I print with an inkjet. And then I just cut around. So next I have to score. So I'm scoring there where the 2 little tuck pockets on the side are going to be. And then there's 2 spine pieces, so I have to do 2 scores either side there for the 2 little spine bits. And there's a little bottom spine piece as well, so I do 2 scores there. And then just folding on all the score lines, just to get all the folds. It's a neat little folio to make this one. My scoring and folding is never spot on though, and yeah, I've always got to correct it a bit. I'm just got to do the bottom 2 folds. And then that's all done. So I ink around the inside and the outside of the whole piece. And then I decide to just corner around the little edges on the little pocket there. And then if I stick the bottom and the top down, I've made myself a nice little tuck. So I have here a piece from the Freebie that I cut out, and some pieces of avocado dyed paper and a bit of greaseproof paper, which I did avocado dyeing on. And I folded them up to make a little booklet, and I added a few dictionary pages and another Freebie piece in the middle because it looks good, just to make myself a little booklet that I want to insert into the little folio. So I'm just punching a hole in the centre there. I'm doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch as always, holding all the pages together with my clips. So 3 holes down the centre there to do the stitching. And I make a piece of paper that's about the same height as my folio. And I'm just doing dots where my holes are in my little booklet. And they're the same areas that I'll be putting the holes into the spine area there. So it's just helping me measure where to punch the holes in the centre spine there. Which I didn't do very well, as you'll see in a minute. Just using some leftover cotton there that I use for binding. So I decided to put my little booklet on the right hand side, so it sort of seems like it's back to front, but it all works out. As I said, I'm doing my 3-hole pamphlet stitch here, which you've seen me do over and over again, no doubt. And then I tie a double knot to tie it off. And then after all of that, I have a look at it and I realise that it's overhanging down the bottom. Don't ask me how I did that, because that was the whole reason I measured where I was putting my dots and stuff. But it was one of those days where everything was going wrong for me. So I thought I'll just cut the bottom off. Easy fix. And then I had to ink all the bottom again because I did ink around all the pages, just rough ink. But that worked. Corner rounded on both that flip up bit and the other side pocket as well, and then decided to stick that side pocket down too. So that's the basic structure of the folio with my little booklet added. And then I grabbed the 2 little swatch cards and decided to back them as journal cards. So I very much followed Tracie's tutorial to put this together, and then just made a few changes to some pockets and used up some of the kit to make little pieces to put into the pockets. So I corner around the little cards as well, just like the finished look it gives, and inked them. Nice little journaling spots. And that one slips nicely in that front pocket. The other one can sort of fit in the back one, but because I've got the booklet there, it doesn't fit too good. So here I've cut out a few more bits, and I want to make some tuck spots with those. I decided to use, because I printed out the 2 folio pages, I used bits and pieces of that second folio to make some tucks to put on the first folio. So I'm just backing them to make them sturdier. So more inking, of course. And this one I decided to fussy cut the little flower up the top. So I'm just sticking that piece on top of the other one there, just to make a tuck there. And then doing the same with this piece for the front. It allows the addition of a lot more ephemera journaling spaces. So I want to use the other swatch card, but I'm not sure where to put it. It doesn't really look right on the front. So I decide that I'll add some backing to the middle section here and make a tuck spot there to slip the other swatch card into. So chop that piece down, looks really good with the flower on the bottom like that. And then I go and stick it down. And I stick it down the upside down to what I wanted. Because I'm having one of them crafty days where I feel like I shouldn't have even started, but I pressed on and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it was definitely one of those crafty sessions. So I cut out that little bit and I decide again to fussy cut around the butterfly and the flower, because I like making my life hard, and stick that on as another little tuck spot. I love it though, it's so pretty. That fits that other swatch card nicely. And then I made those other two pieces off camera. They were just other bits that I stuck on and just corner rounded around them. I'm going to make that one into a little bookmark. So I grab one of my eyelets out. I spend half a year trying to figure out what size eyelet it is. It's sort of in between big and small. And then I realise it's sort of pretty plain down the bottom there, so I'm looking for bits and pieces I can use down there. And I really love the, I think it says, is it naturalist or naturist? And it's got his name there, so I decided I want to use that. So I just punched that out and find a bit of the map paper to put down. And then because they're sort of similar colours, I really needed to break it up a bit. So I thought I'd grab some of my avocado dyed scraps to put behind the little label piece. And then I need one more journaling spot for the back tuck spot there. So I just use this map piece for that. I don't want to take away from the beautiful flower and the pattern that's already there. And then I decided it needs some gold. So I got out the gold leaf. Messy stuff it is, I tell you. I had it stuck all over me when I'd finished doing this. So I put it on, all the journal cards had a bit on, and then all the sort of kit pages, except the middle pages of the book. I forgot about them, but everywhere else has a bit. I didn't show the whole lot of it though, because I thought that would bore you to death. So I just show a bit of this first cover page of what I'm doing. I ended up using my finger about halfway through. I got sick of using my silicone applicator thingamajig and just started using my finger, and that worked good. Okay, so I had a break and let all of my glue dry where I did the gold leafing. Love the way that's turned out. And then I just found some of my scrap ribbon. I must remember to not use pins to hold my ribbons, because you end up with pin holes everywhere. Oh, my ribbon's twisted. I was trying so hard to make it look pretty too. Oh well, I'll fix that afterwards. Oh, I tell you, everything that could go wrong did go wrong during that make, if you didn't notice. Yeah. That's why I've been doing lots of voiceovers lately, which I'll probably continue to do for a while, because I don't know where my head's at these days. So still getting affected a lot by the migraines, and it's hard for me to string a sentence together, let alone craft while I'm talking. So yeah, just easier for me to craft away without worrying about what I'm trying to say at the same time at the moment. So I hope you guys don't mind that. So yes, I love this, absolutely beautiful. I just had to have a play with this. Put everything else aside just so I could have a play with this, because I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. The colours and the design, just gorgeous. And as I said, if you want the freebies in the future, you must go onto Tracie's website and sign up, subscribe to her newsletter. Of course, it's free. So, and once you subscribe, you get her newsletter monthly into your email account and that you've subscribed with. And there is a link to the freebies in that each month, and you can go and grab them and show us what you make in her Foxy Crafters group. That's always a fun thing to do, to see how everyone else uses them. So this is my little booklet folio thingy. So some dodgy folds in that, but I really love the way it's turned out. So I will see if I can pull my ribbon off. Don't know if I'll be able to get it back on. Well, I'll have to undo it anyway to fix up my dodgy ribbon. So that's the front. I've got this little bookmark in there that I made. It was great to use up some of the leftover bits of the pages. And I just put the same ribbon. I used every bit of that bit of scrap ribbon that I had just to do that tie, and then this one for the tab. And I just tied around with some of my leftover string from sewing in the signature. So a little tuck spot there. Open it up, got a tuck spot there with a little swatch card, which is gorgeous as well. So lots of little writing spots. This will go nicely as a little gift to someone or in with a journal. It's a tight fit because of my gluing, but fortunately they do fit. Here's my other little tuck spot. Could put a tag topper on that one too if I wanted. Another tuck spot. So that's the same as that. I thought I might as well use the second one that I printed. Gold leaf everywhere. And that flips down. We've got this. And then with our book, even though it's sort of in back to front, you can flip it over that way and then turn the pages that way. That was one of the sort of whoopsies I did. because initially I had a different part for the cover, and then I realized, oh whoops, I'm going to put it in this side, so that cover is going to be back to front. And then I thought, oh good, I can use this bit that I initially wanted to use, but I thought I couldn't use because it would be back to front if I put the booklet over this way, and this would be on the back. Yeah, so when I realised I was putting it over this side, I thought, yeah, I'll cut this bit out. So I cut it out, that's all fine. And then I fold it and I look and it's like, hang on, now that's back to front. So I obviously cut it the wrong side. Like I should have left more over this side than on this side. And then folded it. So yeah, that's what I mean by my head's just not working. I can't think of these things. That was too difficult for me. So I've got this tuck spot with the butterfly. I love how this pitch is the same as that one. So when you slip this in, that was a happy accident. You see that butterfly wings sort of match up a bit there, which is nice. So yeah, and then in our little booklet, we've got some of this really old looking. It's quite brittle. It has broken there, but that's all right. I can always stick some tape on it. I grabbed it out of the book and I thought, oh, that looks brittle. So I folded it and tried like ripping it. And I thought, oh, it's actually quite tough, but it has broken there a little bit. But I think it's all right in general if it doesn't get pulled on too much. Some more of it there. Middle page, I could have put gold leaf on that, but I think I probably over gold leafed anyway. So lots of little journaling spots in this. Oops, something stuck there. Must have been from the glue that I used just down here. And then we've got the back. Did I show that? Probably showed that already. So then I've got to remember how we fold it up. So it's like that, and like that. So that's my little folio thing. So thank you so much, Tracie, for the freebie. Yeah, and for the inspiration. That was heaps of fun to work with, and I adore the colours in this. Those dusty pinks are just gorgeous. Not into the pinks, but those dusty pinks I absolutely love, and the maroons and that sort of thing. So that was a lot of fun doing that. Now I should go and do what I'm meant to be doing today. So take care of yourselves, be good, and I shall see you soon. Bye.